Well, hello. It's been a while. It has been a long while since I had y'all at my knife and axe hafting bench. I have been very busy over the last several months. With that said, I just got back from Tazapalooza a few days ago from another epic adventure with my buddy JK out of Kentucky. Josh, I really appreciate you being an Iron Man that you are. I believe me and you is cut from the same cloth, my friend. We can get in a vehicle and drive non-stop for about 2,000 miles in about 31 hours or so to be with friends and family. Yeah, we're tired. I know Josh is tired, and I know I'm tired. It's just, you truck drivers know, Curly Bill knows, all these other guys, maybe John Hudson and Travis and all of them. All the older guys know what it's like to sit in a truck or car, or for anything for that matter, and drive, oh Lord, a day and a half, 2 days straight. It's just, you need a relief driver. If not, then you're taking little funny pills or something. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here and let y'all know what this channel is going to be doing in the next few weeks and months. We always make knives. I've got some community knives like this I'm finishing up. I finally got them in the handle. Just profile and clean everything up, get them sheathed and sent out. That's a given. But I also have work to do for other folk, and I'll be hafting some axes, double bits. I've got a double bit going out to a special couple up in the mountains here on the East Coast. That's going to be fun to do. Be doing that soon. I just got to get me a handle, a specific length. We've got a knife that's going to Australia. We're finishing up the blade now and getting it all cleaned up and everything. Be working on it today. Starting another knife for a customer, local customer, a hunter. So we're always busy doing knife work. This is going to be beautiful. I'm going to do nickel silver bolster on the front. And then I'm going to accent it with some copper, or not copper, but brass. Some brass. Well, I'll just leave it like this. It's going to have some brass in the bolster area. It's going to be beautiful. The contrast will be beautiful. I want to ask y'all a question, though, your opinion on something. He did give me free reign on this one. Together we picked out the design of the overall knife shape and the handles, which are book matched. Walnut. They're beautiful. I can run either side, it don't matter. We'll pick the side and go with it. But this will really get darker. That's why I went with the nickel silver bolsters. But I am curious, and I want to ask your opinion. This is buffalo horn, okay? Now it looks white, but trust me, it's not. It darkens up when it gets wet. Okay, that's not going to hurt. It's just a little WD-40. And as you can see, it turns almost black. I am debating, and it turns into a mirror. Very durable, very beautiful handle material. What I want to know is, should I implement a little of that with the walnut? Let me know in the comments what you think. If not, I'll abandon it, go straight walnut, nickel silver bolsters. He did give me a little leeway on it, so I thought it would be fun to ask everybody's opinion, and yours too, Oz. Got my brass stock here ready to go. The knife's heat treated annealed, everything. It's all done. I've got a couple surprises I'm not going to show on film that I want him to find. But it's a very, very, very beautiful knife. False edge. Anyway, we're doing that. We'll keep getting it with some axe hafting. I just really wanted to get on here and let everybody know what I was going to be doing. Same old tool restorations, whatnot. We've got some PVs that we're going to be doing. I've got 2 or 3 PVs. I'll probably be doing one of them. I need one from my mill, my band mill, so we'll be filming that. I've got 2 different styles, one with a tip and one without. If y'all know the difference, leave it in the comments, and we'll see who's up on their PVs and the other, if you know what I mean. Okay. With all that said, I just wanted to thank the Tazman and Mama Taz, Cindy, John, and all the other local folk that really just took everybody in. Give us a place to stay, a spirit fire location, a log deck location, a beautiful place to eat and cook, indoor bathrooms, electricity, air conditioning. Thank God for air conditioning. Here on the East Coast, it's been close to 100 or above for the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's just ridiculous. We need rain really bad. Yeah, it's been terrible. But I met some new folks while I was out there. Got to finally meet the Scotts, Andrew and his beautiful wife and children. In my opinion, was probably one of the highlights of my whole trip. I always enjoy seeing the Tazman and Mama Taz and Cindy. Always will. I consider them family. And Andrew Scott and your wife and your beautiful kids, you made a trip of a lifetime. And I hope you make it again next year. We'll have bigger and better things. Kitty and I have been talking, and we're coming up with some really good ideas, and it'd just be more hands-on. Maybe next year we'll let a lot of people do some things that they might not be sure about, but we'll be there to help you. I got to meet John Hudson and his wife, Dana. And of course, Travis and his lovely wife. They're just great people. Brennan and his wife. Ed came. Kevin. Matthew. There was just so many people. If I leave you out, it's not intentional. I know there's a lot of YouTubers there. People make some great videos. Chainsaw Canuck, Power Saw, Mountain Man. Thank you, Mountain Man, for the saw. I can't thank you enough for that saw. I'm a Mac man, you know it, and I'm from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And Kenny's nephew, sir, thank you for the 2. He left me with one of the most awesome Macs that a Mac man could own. That's a 2-man Mac. Big bore, tons of torque. Now I just have to restore it. Anyway, Chippy, we missed you this year, but I'm going to tell you what. The things that you brought me, I am just so happy and so grateful that you thought of me enough to do that. Thank you, my friend. Chippy give me a old Mac generator, some chain, and this right here for the old IEL Bring Back to Life project. It's a helper handle. Yeah, it's going to go on the IEL for sure. It's just cool. Helper handles and 2-man saws are cool. You know, I could take this and with the right bar make any chainsaw a two-man saw. You don't have to have double handles and a 5-foot bar and all that. No, you just need the proper helper handle and the right length bar. One that will accept the helper handle. Chippy, thank you for all that you've done for me. I have not forgotten you, my friend, and nor will I ever. I've met so many. Jocelyn. To see her on video and to meet her in person, that girl's a rock star. And I tell you what, it's about all I could do when I first seen her to stop crying. She's the sweetest young lady I ever met. And I don't take that very lightly. Because I got a lot of sweet young ladies in my life. Because I got 10 grandchildren and 7 of them are girls. I had a blast, Kenny. And Dana does some of the most fabulous leather work. She made me a sheath for one of my Tazies. And it was a basket weave pattern. I can do leather work. I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst. I can do leather work. But I have trouble with one thing. That's a basket weave pattern. I can't keep it straight. So what she do? She does a basket weave pattern. And I'm not here to tell you. It's one of the finest basket weaves I've ever seen done on leather in my life. Dana, you done an outstanding job, and I want to thank you. All you people. We ate good. Willie and the pig. Travis and his wife on the milk can. Just food was everywhere. We done big breakfasts. We did big suppers. There was snacks for days. There was cheer wine and all kinds of drinks, tea and lemonade, popcorn, you name it. We set up, Abby Fuller set up a big 20-foot screen for the kids to have movie night. We had a lot of things going on. Hafted a few axes, tuned on a few saws, sharpened a lot of chains. I had a heck of a time. Sometimes I wish I knew I could have done more, and I probably could have. But it has so much going on, you know, you forget things. But next year, we're coming for it. It's going to be big. It's going to be awesome. And I'll definitely bring lots of goodies. I love seeing the smiles on people's faces. I don't do it because, oh, I did that. No. I'll stay home if that's what everybody thinks. Don't matter to me. That's not why I do it. I do it because I like to see the smile that comes up on people's faces. And there was a few this year. Could have been more. Everybody went home, I think, satisfied and happy. Had some great giveaways. And the wood hole, well, like Old Timer said, I got to see him again, which I'm getting ready to go see him again up in Smitty's in a couple weeks. Hopefully I'll have the big bellhopper with me. But like Old Timer said, we're building the cabin at the wood hole. Federal government might not like it, but you know, there's ways around all that. We're gonna do something anyway, ain't we, Old Timer? Yeah, we both loved it. We both hung out a lot. You know, when old guys get together, coffee gets drunk, the fish tails get bigger, and it just kind of slows down where we can take it in, you know. We're not fast as we used to be. Don't know it all. But we do have enough sense to get out of the rain or in the shade. Lost a couple. Well, I didn't lose a couple saws. I had a couple breakdowns. Lost a coil on the 084. and broke a recoil on the ProMac 1000. However, I've had a couple people get in touch with me on the recoil on the ProMac 1000. Said they believe they have what I need. So I'll try to wrestle me up a coil for the 084. It happens. That saw just don't like elevation. You get it down close to where I live, sea level, or a little below, or a little above, it's a beast. You get it up 3,000 feet plus, it don't. It needs fuel, and it don't like to be cut off from fuel. And when you can't give it enough air, you have to dial back on the fuel, and it just don't work for that big 122-inch CC saw. Not without some work being done to it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, that's future project. We've got some chainsaw projects, me and the bellhopper, coming up. That's going to keep that under my lid there, Corey Fuller. Anyway, I did miss a few folk. Kim Nancy, Chippy, of course. I really, really wanted to hug y'all's neck. But there's always next year. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Brendan, I'm glad you got you something to sharpen your chains with. I know that's a ridiculous price. Man shouldn't have to charge that much. But I would give you a word of advice on the new grinder. In your location out west, you should have no trouble, unless you're getting into dirty bark and you're bucking and it's a lot of dirt involved and all that, round file that. If not, and you're just felling, bucking clean wood majority of the time, you get that square ground down, buddy. That's powerful medicine. You get the square grinding, I'm gonna tell you, you won't look back. Now out here, wood's just a little harder, different makeup. You know, it's stringier, it's a little denser. Yeah, we have a place for round file probably 50% of the time. Out west, 80% of the time you can run square file on just about everything. It has its round file has its place out there. There's some wood out there that's got tons of knots and stringy and hard to split. I know I got into a couple pieces that it was hard to split, even with a Tassie. So don't think that all that West Coast wood is soft. It's not. And don't listen to the people that tell you that either, because they evidently haven't gotten into it. Video watchers, you know. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I just wanted to thank y'all for your hospitality and everyone's friendship. I made memories that I'll never lose. Met friends, met old friends. It still hasn't sunk in that I've actually traveled that far and back, because I still got a lot to do here. I've been trying to straighten up my shop and some other areas of the basement, you know, where I've kind of took over. My wife kind of had to put the brakes on that. So yeah, I'm relocating and rearranging and things like that. I can't wait to get some of these old school saws running again. These 2-mans. I got a 2-man maul. Now I've got the 2-man Mac. I am indebted to you, young fella. That's every Mac man's dream. And old and Brennan giving me the Mac 15. Thank you, Brennan. That is a cool saw. You know that saw was the first Mac production saw that was introduced to the public for mass production. The 15. That was the first, what do you used to call them? Homeowner saw? Because most chainsaws back in the day were made for logging industry. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't heard of for the homeowner to go down and just buy chainsaws. So yeah, that saw has a lot of history in it, and there was different models of that 15, not for say different models, but different packages where the things were located on the saw. So yeah, it's interesting. It'll be interesting to restore. Thank you, Brennan. All the kids were awesome. That was probably my most favorite part. That and the wood hole. I left a little piece of me up there on that mountain. That's all I'll say about that. A couple people know what I'm talking about. All right, I got knife work to do. Y'all let me know about these handle scales. Still dark. That like a mirror. Anyway, y'all let me know. I love y'all. God bless you. Watch your top now. As my grandson would say. I got a lot of work to do. And sometimes I just don't have enough time to get it all done. But we're going to work on it. Yep. Oh. This is another project. Picaroons. Old long bit axes. Single bits. Make the best picaroons. Split them, curve them, wear them out. Alright. I'm out. I love you. Y'all have a great weekend. Yeah, I know. I got stuff hanging everywhere in here. I'm an electrician too. It's terrible, ain't it? God bless you.